One Piece is unwatchable. There's way too many cuts. I can't watch it.
LKD. What is your unpopular anime opinion?
I don't really like My Hero that much. I don't like Deku, which is why I kind of...
What's your opinion?
I don't like Deku.
Hey, why don't you like
He ain't
Deku?
everybody's cup of tea. It's okay.
I don't like him because he belongs in Weenie Hut Jr. I think.
I can agree.
Yeah.
At the beginning, yeah, especially at the beginning. Very beginning, yes.
I agree.
Gojo is not that hot. I don't think Gojo is hot.
Why is he not that hot?
I don't know. I just don't really find anything attractive about him.
No, not the 6 eyes, not the white hair.
No, not really. He looks like, you know when like people with blue eyes are like, my eyes are so blue. And then they look at the ego, I think.
The ego.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair though.
You know who is fine? Nanami. That is the kind of like attractive that I consider, but like Gojo, he's just there, you know? He just like, give me something more, give me something new, give me some like taste, you know?
Maybe he's too hot for you.
Oh no, that face says that all. The face says it all. The face says it all.
He's not home.
Too much fan service, I'm sorry. Why can't it just be cute all the time? Fan service is fine in little small doses, but it's been a little bit too much lately.
Oh yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm watching Fairy Tail right now, and yo, they have so much in there.
Yeah, like sometimes you want to watch stuff like and your parents are around or like respectable adults and you're just like, and then a scene comes on and it's really weird and your parents just staring at you and they're like, excuse me, what are you watching?
No, literally, it's awkward. It's awkward trying to explain it.
The original Big Three is not better than some of the new stuff that's out. And a lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of the new stuff I would watch a bit more than the Dragon Ball Z's, Naruto's, and Bleaches. But there's some stories that I'm watching now that is, as a big fan of Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, I enjoy Demon Slayer a little bit more than I enjoy Dragon Ball Z in its prime. And I think it's also because it's moving a bit faster, where it's like Dragon Ball had these long arcs where it's like, here's them walking around on Namek for like a half a season and then 10 straight episodes of fighting. And you're just like, all right, I think some of the new guys are telling better stories faster than those guys.
I don't think no anime from the new generation is like better than One Piece or Naruto. Nothing's comparing to that. There's anime like Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, animes like that. They're amazing animes, but they still don't come close to One Piece or Naruto. They're up there though. They're getting up there to those type of animes, but they're not beating it. And they're not even equaling it, but they are amazing animes.
I would say Attack on Titan equals. That was a global phenomenon.
Attack on Titan is a
broke-
GOAT anime. I'm giving it that title early.
Crunchyroll.
It's a GOAT anime.
It broke simulcasting.
It's not a GOAT anime, it's definitely 100% a GOAT anime. I'm saying it's not better than One Piece.
I think people won't like me for saying this, but Chainsaw Man was just okay.
Oh, why do you think it's just okay?
Just, I don't know, something about it just didn't really hit for me, but the music and the fact that every end screen was different, I think that was really cool and that kind of redeemed it for me, but it wasn't as good as people hyped it up to be, I think.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's only 12 episodes, so I mean, it's not enough, I feel like. Yeah.
The ending of Attack on Titan is phenomenal. If you don't have a Titan in your ear telling you otherwise.
Everyone says that there needs to be a different version or how the events they unfolded did not work for it. You didn't get the point of it, in my opinion.
It's like the ultimate media literacy check. Like people just wanted just a one-dimensional final character moment with Eren. It's supposed to be bittersweet. It's supposed to conflict with your mind, make you think. And it did it just so well, you know?
The point is that a lot of the themes of the show weren't meant to have finality from them, just the characters. They were meant to complete their journeys and be the role that they ultimately were, because fate is a very important aspect of the show and it's something that you can't really beat, but the way that you go through your journey, even though you can't truly change it, being able to have the power to go through that is what makes you the character you are, and that is much more important than fitting some trope that ultimately does not fit what that character is meant to be.
You two bring up a good point with the AOT ending, and it very much reminds me of Stone Ocean's ending. Ooh. Stone Ocean's ending is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
And for those people who say, oh, it sucks, you're not getting the point of it.
What's the point?
Oh, how do I word this? It's supposed to be depressing, but also a happy ending at the same time. It's supposed to be that part where it's like, no matter how hard you try, you lost to fate. And even though the odds were stacked up against you, you still died trying.
And kept moving forward.
And even then, fate still found a way to kind of screw over Pucci.
People need to respect isekai more. It brought fantasy back from the depths.
Look around you. Look at this. We created this.
There was no fantasy anime until isekai came back, and now we're getting fantasy anime like Dungeon Beshi, Free Ren. Everything that you're seeing right now. All this fantasy anime would not exist if isekai didn't reboot the genre. Put some respect in their name.
Griffith did nothing wrong.
Why did he do nothing wrong?
He didn't. He had a goal and he went for it, you know? Shoot for the stars, right?
I mean, respect?
He had a dream.
He had a dream.
Oh, I don't like Attack on Titan very much.
Huh?
Okay, I like the first 3 seasons. I don't really like the twist with the basement and everything.
Really? How come?
I just wasn't that big of a fan. I feel like it really changed the entire show. I was really into like, I don't know, I guess like the mystery of it happening. And I guess like, I know that it's a commentary on like human and like what it's like, I guess. Like, I just don't like, it's kind of like, did you ever watch The Walking Dead or no?
I'm familiar with it.
So like, it was like them versus zombies, right? And then it turned into like humans versus humans. And a lot of people stopped watching it because of that. And that's kind of like the same thing with Attack on Titan. Yeah, and it was like all condensed into like one season ending. Like they didn't like branch out, I guess. It was all really fast, so I didn't like it.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I know some people who like pre-time skip versus post-time skip. Yeah, I get it. I'm a fan of the post-time skip, but you know, I respect your taste.
I would go with Itadori is better than Gojo. Just because he's just overpowered, like from the beginning. Itadori actually like trained, he like had actual development, you know? And he's humble too.
Outlaw Star is the most underrated anime that barely everybody talks about.
Eat this! What's Outlaw Star?
You never seen Outlaw Star?
I don't think so.
You never seen?
Good God, Outlaw Star is the other anime that the guy that they call it Cowboy Bebop did.
Oh, okay.
One season, one and done. Just one closed story. You just watch it through and it's like, damn, this is good. But then you want more, you're like, but it's done. There's no more.
It's like the Afro Samurai thing, you know, like you only get like 5 episodes out of it, and after that, it's over with.
It's done.
Outlaw Star is criminally underrated.
I think SAO is good.
That's what I'm talking about!
Why is it good?
Well, I mean, like everyone usually like says like I think it's the first 12 episodes are good, but like even after like, well, the only bad one is like the Elf one, but like Gun Gale and like Alicization, especially Alicization, like that shit's just like really good. Like I'm a sucker for isekai anime, so like maybe that's why. But
so how do you defend? Oh no, I'm in love with my bro.
You know, let it slide.
Huh?
You know, I'd do the same.
Hey yo, what the?
Beyblade's a good anime.
Beyblade, why is it a good anime?
There's story about trials, tribulations. There's a character arc with the side character, and no one thinks to seem it's a real show, man. It's a good real show.
Why is it a good real show?
The main character has to go to hell and back, learn that Moses split the Red Sea with his own Beyblade, to be able to bring God from the heaven with his own Beyblade, to split the stars into little Beyblade. There's a lot of lore with it, but it's a very good show.
Black Clover manga is the best shonen I've ever read.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Ooh, okay. Why is it the best shonen you've ever read?
Because it's one of the few shonen I've ever read. That, and it's like, I grew up with Naruto. I love Naruto. I love Bleach and all that. It's like, Black Clover is so good because it steals so much, but it only steals the best parts.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, basically, you're seeing every shonen trope under the sun imaginable, taking the best parts of that and distilled into like a drug that just power scales and power scales, no matter what, going more and more insane. I think my favorite part of Black Clover is where they do like a year time skip to show all the characters getting stronger, and within like another 10 chapters, everybody gets dumpstered, and then they have like a one-day training arc.
Yep.
It's like, it's dumb, it's stupid. The scale keeps getting bigger and bigger, but it just makes you smile every time you read it.
I might get some heat for this, but please don't blame me. Black Clover is not all that good.
Oh, ouch. Oh, man. Why do you say so?
I know I'm gonna get busted, but Asta is almost like Bakugo, really. And I really like Bakugo too from My Hero, but it just feel like if Bakugo was the main character. That's how I feel like.
Got it. But is that a bad thing though?
It's not a bad thing, but I just can't get behind Austin. Okay, I just can't.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll go back to it, but then again, I can't see myself watching it.
Okay, no worries at all.
Well, I'm pretty sure these guys can agree with me. Every anime does not need a live action film.
W's in the shot.
It does not.
Yeah.
We don't need
Except
it.
for One Piece, they actually kind of did.
No, One Piece was cool. One Piece was cool. I like
Right,
One
they
Piece.
did good. They didn't screw up like Dragon Ball Evolution.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
we don't talk about Dragon Ball Evolution.
It doesn't exist.
We don't do that here.
Even the actor apologized.
That's crazy.
Actually,
he did.
No.
Yeah, after the passing, he apologized about the movie.
Fans was on his ass.
Oh, that's so sad.
His fault. That wouldn't
it's
be
not
on
his
him.
fault though.
It's not.
See, I was reading Bleach before they started coming out with stuff, and then they started doing filler episodes, so I just can't get into Bleach. Bleach is so bad. I tried to watch it, my wife's into it. I tried to watch it and I was like, who are all these extra characters? Why are there so many of these stuffed animals? And she explained it to me and I'm like, that's not what happened though.
Or you can skip the filler.
Yeah, but they put it in like weird spots, you know? They'll just be like, here's the story. Okay, now we caught up to the manga. Better stop, do something weird, and then come back where the manga left off, and then it's all messed up. And they got new characters, and it's all strange, and I can't do it.
One Piece is unwatchable. There's way too many cuts. I can't watch it. I'm sorry, the pacing just makes it too hard for me. Yeah.
You watch the abridged version.
I could.
Wait, there's an abridged One Piece version?
They like cut all the fluff out. I forget what it's called.
Oh, One Piece.
Yes, One Piece.
One Piece is good.
I haven't
insane,
tried it.
the
I just remember trying to watch the original show and I just couldn't get through it.
One Piece is definitely something you should try out though.
I think Hell's Paradise is the best out of like the three that it's always compared with, like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man.
I think Hell's Paradise is the best. Why do you think it's the
I read
best?
Hell's Paradise. I didn't watch it. I read it before the anime was like even announced. I just think it's so much better. I think like it's like finished, it's like done, it's complete, and I don't know. I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
As great and as good as everyone thinks Attack on Titan is, it's just slightly overrated. Not a lot,
Slightly.
just slightly.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, why do you
All
say
right.
slightly though?
I say that because everyone kind of hyped up season 1, really like off the bat, and I watched it and I was like, it's good.
Yeah.
Not as great as everybody thought it was. The later seasons, though, I will say, I was like, okay, they kept my interest a little bit.
Gotcha.
And I was like, okay. But for me, especially newer anime fans, they kind of jump the gun when a new popular anime comes out, and then they always want to just say it's the best. And I'm like, no, it's really good. It's not great. It's not the best. But it's really good.
Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma is good. If you look past the smut, it's good.
So good. Why is it good? I tried to get into episode 1, but I saw the octopus tentacles. I'm like, ah.
Once you get past the octopus tentacles, which is really difficult, most people don't get past it. It actually has a lot of good character interactions. It's not just fights and cooking. And the best part is, not quite a spoiler, the main character never wins a single tournament.
Really? Wow.
It's so funny.
I really don't like Darling in the Franxx.
Come on, man.
Ooh, why not?
Studio Trigger does this thing. I called it the secret third enemy from space trope. The two like opposing sides find common ground at the end, and then some enemy from space is actually the true enemy that they've been fighting all along.
That's just lazy writing.
Okay, got it. You don't like Waifu 02?
Oh my god. I can get it if it's, you know, like watching it for like a cutesy thing or whatever, but like, I don't know. I didn't really like it, but I see a lot of people do.
This might start a war, but
Let's go.
I'm sorry, Lisa fans. She is not the best JoJo girl. It's Jolene.
Let him
cook. Let this man cook.
Okay, why is Jolene better than Lisa then?
Because it's Jolene Cujo. She has her own part, and she tanked a bunch of asteroids. Whereas Lisa, she can't even handle being shanked. Also, she's British.
Also, don't forget what she did in jail. She learned Star's finger. Hey, yo! I'm sorry. I had to put that. I'm sorry. You have to know.
That's crazy. Starfinger is crazy.
So I feel like the One Piece anime is not as good as people make it out to be.
is like almost near perfect. Now, the only thing that I have a problem with in the anime is that like the amount of like slowed down scenes, like the pacing is like pretty like awful. It's unbearable. I had to like switch over to the manga a lot of times, and like in the manga too, I have like another problem. So like in Egghead, like they're cutting away from a lot of fights that we like want to see. So it's kind of like, oh my god, I want to see like, you know, Zoro versus like Lucci happening right now, or like those Seraphim versus like the Straw Hats, but like that like fight got completely off screen, and like, you know, I was really hoping to see that. So that's why like I'm taking a break right now. I think I'm like a couple like 15 chapters behind or something like that. I'm just like trying to like let it build up.
You gotta like love and support the creators, and like just not treat them like your pay dogs, because these are people's like creations, and life is hard enough as is. They're in Japan. They have to like work for a living to peddle out stuff for us so that we may keep, you know, coming to the things that we celebrate as a whole. Like that brings Japan over here for us, like, you know, as a wider whole. You know, with that, I hope we can get along as fans, like come along together as one people, maybe from other nations, different places, different continents, but we're all one people at the end of the day.
I'm floating in the fountain, love of my life, where's the love of my life? I'm rising out of darkness in the sunlight, wake up in the sunlight.